Hey guys, good morning. What's going on? It's time for an update. We've been to Hurricane Helene for a couple of weeks. We got back. We've been busy with trying to catch up with the work here at home. But now I have one of these, and I posted on my Instagram and TikTok channel. We got a sample of the Easy Handle, and I wanted to put it to work to see what it can do. Hello, my name is Adrian. I'm with Velotree, and let's check out this thing. Okay, so I got my setup here. Basically, I pulled some chainsaws off my truck. I only have steels, nothing against other chainsaws. I've worked with all of them, but this is what I have. So what I wanted to test is the regular chainsaw tool against my Easy Handle. Nothing fancy. Basically, we're just going to open the nuts on the side plate of each chainsaw. I will go first with this one because I know I'm not going to have any issues with it. I know that I have plenty of leverage using this big handle right here, and I'm going to open them first and then close them. Not very tight, just hand tight. And then I'm going to try to open them and close them with my Easy Handle to see what it does. Okay, so let's go. This is, to start with, this is my 661. So with the regular saw wrench, easy, and the second nut comes off really easy. I'm going to tighten them back up how I would normally do. I don't have any torque measuring tool right now. I think I would love to have it. I've been asking around to see what would be the normal torque specs for this nuts on a steel chainsaw, but I haven't been able to find out any numbers. Okay, one note on the Easy Handle. This is how it comes like, how it looks like, right? So the pull cord, you'll come through here, and when you take this off to adjust the nuts and to do whatever you need to do, it will look like this. So this is the form that we're going to be using it to open this nuts. Okay, so here we go. Trying to open the first one. It didn't budge with significant effort. I'm going to try the second one to use my other hand to help, and it doesn't work. So I know we have an issue here. If we're taking the Easy Handle off the cord in just like this, is not going to be able. You're gonna struggle with it. So these are the marks on my hand from pushing down too hard. So one thing that I thought about is to take this cap, put it down here, and let's see if this helps any. And I'm trying on the first nut. Okay, there we go. Trying on the second one. Still hard. Okay, so I'm going to say no to that. I was not able to get the second nut off, and with a regular saw wrench immediately comes off. So I want to say that we do have an issue with this handle. I'm not gonna lie, and that is it does not have. You cannot exert enough torque to open the nuts on the side. And for the one that I opened, I had to do another move, like take this cap from here to give me more cushion on the hand to be able to push harder. But I don't want that to happen. I think that is an issue because, like, if you're a climber, if you're up in the tree, and let's say you don't have a climbing saw with you, but you have a big saw, you're not going to want to take the caps off, put them on the other side, to just mess with the nuts on the saw. So let's move on to, I want to say, to my other saws. And the next one is going to be the 362. Okay, so let's see let's see what this one does using the regular saw wrench right here. So first, take them off, really easy, and tighten back on. Second nut, I'm going to take it off, very easy, and tighten back on, okay? So now is the turn for the easy handle. Let's see what we can do with it. Yep, same story. Same story. I'm gonna try to take the cap off again from this end to put it right here to see if that helps me any. Again, I'm trying just like one hand. If you're on the ground, you know, there's no problem. Yeah, you can use a second hand to get more leverage, but I'm thinking that everybody should be using this, including a climber, and I'm assuming that, oh, there it goes. Second one came loose. The first one, I can do it. Again, it's a considerable amount of force that you have to put on to open this nut. So the next one is a 500i. I don't think that's going to make a difference. You know, a nut is a nut, screw is a screw. But I'm willing to test on more chainsaws. But if you have a problem on one chainsaw, I'm assuming that you're going to have problems with all of them. So right now, same thing. Easy, okay? Tighten and tighten back up. And now is the turn for the easy handle. Okay. So let's see. It's just hard. It's just hard to do it. So let me just show you guys what's happening. So whenever I put my hand to open this is how far the flathead screwdriver goes, and when you push down on it, it's really uncomfortable here, and then you don't have enough room between the socket and the chainsaw to kind of like maneuver your hand and get more leverage. So unfortunately, something will have to be done here to make this better, right? So anyway, I want to say that for now we do have an issue with the socket not being able to open the nuts on the side. Yeah, let me just pause the video and we'll move on to the next test. All right, so for the next test is going to be really easy. I'm going to use the easy handle alone to open the nuts, sorry, the bolts with the T27, okay? And I'm not using the regular saw wrench is because I'm not going to waste your time. You know, everybody knows how to use this, and you know, I'm pretty sure you guys have no problem opening this bolt here. Okay, so let's see. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so I forgot to take this cap off. So this is what's going to look like when you take it off. And I will. Okay, so that was pretty easy. Tighten back up. So just for you guys to see what I'm doing here is basically I'm opening. Camera would sit still. I'm opening this bolts right here on the handle with the T27 bit. Okay, so I managed to open 2 of them. Now I'm going to tighten them back up, and it's a pretty tight fit for the T27, I want to say, which is a good thing. Let me try the third one. Okay, that was very easy, like almost no effort whatsoever. I'm going tighten that back up. And that's it. I want to say that was a success. That was pretty easy. My third test now, I'm going to pause the video again so I can reset. So here we go. On the third test, basically we're just trying to look at the flathead screwdriver to make sure that it works properly to tension the chain. I got my 500 right here. Let's see. For some reason, I'm thinking that the nuts on the 500 stick out more than on the other chainsaws. At least the bolts do. I see a couple of threads sticking out. Usually they're pretty flat on the other saws. So basically just looking to see if this can reach inside to where the adjuster is, and it does. It's pretty close to the nuts, like the threads are almost hitting the nuts right here, but it has just enough room to go inside and for you to turn it. So if the nuts would be loose on this. Actually, let me just use the cheat here. I'm going to cheat because I know I'm not going to be able to open it with the easy handle. So I'm using the regular chainsaw tool here to loosen the nuts, and I'm going to try to loosen the chain a little bit. And let me see. Well, yeah, it took me a few turns. Okay, you can start seeing, I guess, the chain. I have to be far away because if I go too close to the camera, it focuses on me and it misses. It takes the chainsaw out of focus. But you can tell, like right here, I was able to untension the chain, so it works properly. But it took me a few turns actually to get in there to find the proper adjustment and to start turning. All right, I'm going to tension back up. So I think making it a little bit longer would definitely help. So I did talk with Warren a little bit yesterday when I showed him the samples, and we basically thought that making that flathead screwdriver bit about ½ inch longer would be helpful. So okay, managed to tighten back up. I think if we elongate this by ½ inch, we're going to have no issues whatsoever, because this is going to slide right very easy right into that hole to make the adjustment, and the threads are not going to hit the nuts. So I want to say that's a success. That's not going to be an issue whatsoever. The other thing that we were talking about, Warren and I, was this little grooves here on the bottom cap. I think that they're kind of like getting a little bit in the way when you're gripping this. Yes, there is more material on the cap, it makes it stronger, but it does get in the way in the sense that with this cap being thicker, you know, your grip is going to look different and it's going to feel a little bit awkward to a lot of folks. But since we're going to elongate the screwdriver, you know, just came up with the idea that we should move those grooves kind of like in the middle of the cap, still offering the grip for taking this off, unscrewing the handle off. You still keep the strength, the added material to the cap, but at least they're not going to be in the way of you gripping the handle. So we'll see how that looks like. And we're working on Mr. Socket here. Disappointing, I want to say. Yeah. Anyway, that was about it. That was my thing for today, my spiel for today. So it's a work in progress. We're gonna get there, but stay tuned. Again, Adrian with Fellow Tree. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys.